Beautiful morning, and I'm all packed up and ready to leave Big Lake and get into another kind of a landscape. It's been really nice, just even for a day and a night, to be up here in the high elevation. We're at 9,000 feet. Camped out last night, saw some skunks playing with each other, and then this morning I got up and cooked breakfast, walked down to the lake, packed up all my gear, and now I'm ready to head north. And I'm looking forward to this ride. We're gonna take a scenic road out of here, and then we'll be out in the flatlands of northeastern Arizona, out in the desert. We'll see what's out there. So I'm in Springerville, Arizona, and I'm heading north, and I know that I'm going to be going through the Navajo Nation, which is a big area. If it was a state, it would be larger than 10 other states. And it's a big area. Right now it's going through one of the worst coronavirus epidemics in the country. They've had more cases per capita here at the beginning of this outbreak than anywhere else in the country. But I'm not too concerned because it's also a very sparsely populated part of the country. So I'm not gonna be running into any big crowds or anything like that. I'm more concerned about fuel and supplies because I know there's some really long stretches of desert highway. So I've been looking at the maps and making sure that I know where some places are to get gas. So it looks like I can go over 100 miles from here and get up to Window Rock, and then I can get gas there, get my supplies for the night, and continue heading north into the desert, maybe find a good place to camp out. So this trip is definitely not about interaction with a lot of people, and more about being by myself, being able to be out here riding my motorcycle and camping in these wild places. It's kind of my own form of self-isolation. Just thought I would stop here on the side of the road to show you guys what it's like out here on this part of the ride, heading north in eastern Arizona, right along the New Mexico border. Highway 180, I think. We're heading up towards the Navajo Nation, and the landscape has changed quite a bit since we were down in the forest. It's wide open, a lot of grasses, some scattered trees out in the distance, and we're starting to see some of that characteristic red rock that we'll see a lot more of as we get further north into like Monument Valley and southern Utah. So this is Window Rock behind me. We're at the capital of the Navajo Nation, and I'm gonna head north to Canyon de Chelly and see if I can find a place to camp out in the desert tonight. It's getting late in the day, and I had absolutely no luck finding a place to stay by Canyon de Chelly. This Navajo Nation is really tricky to find places to camp. Everything has got this kind of like range fence along the side of the road to keep livestock in, I guess, or whatever, but it makes it so you can't just pick a spot and go off the side of the road and go camping. And you know, it's tribal land, I respect that, so I don't want to be the guy that just goes and breaks the rules and goes where I shouldn't go. So they certainly don't make it easy, but I did want to stop here. Look back there, that's Monument Valley. I'm going to roll through there at sundown here, try to cross the state line into Utah, get off the res here, and see if I can still find a place to camp. It might be dark by the time that happens, but I just wanted to stop here and show you where I'm headed next, and I'll take a couple pictures here so you can see it better than from this little camera. I think riding solo is at the heart of a motorcycle adventure, and it's something that everyone should do at some time. It can teach you a lot of things. When you're out there all alone, you have to make your own decisions along the way, and you're responsible for those choices. So maybe this would be where I pay my $20. Anybody home? Somebody's little home out here in the desert. Maybe this is where the caretaker lives. I'll probably be the only one camping here tonight, which is just awesome. And if they stop by, I'd be happy to give them 20 bucks. And if not, I got a free campsite here in Monument Valley. So I'm gonna get set up and make some dinner. Nothing like a glass of hot wine. Over here, the 1200 GS that I'm riding. Looks like my helmet fell off on the ground. Oh, I see exactly where it landed, right here. Another helmet, another crack. That happens a lot to me. All right. This would be the third GS motorcycle that I've had. I started out with a 650. I bought it brand new in 1998, rode that for 12 years. Got an 800 GS in 2010, rode that for 7 years, and then got this one a few years ago. And I'll tell you all about my bikes and why I ride the GS and all that kind of stuff as this trip rolls along. But just for now, that's what I'm riding in case you're interested. Well, today was an interesting day. We started up in the high country by a lake over 7,000 feet, and it was in the 70s. And then we came into this desert with all these red rocks around us, and it's probably about 95 degrees. At least today, it's cooled off now. Well, I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna edit this little adventure together. I'm thinking right now that I'll sort of break it up, put some different episodes together for you guys. And if that's the case, then I better bid you adieu from Arizona.